All right, guys, welcome back to the West Marches. It's important next couple of minutes here because we get to find out if Kellen or CohhCarnage will be dying.
Oh God!
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so here's the attack on Kellen. 1d20 plus 6.
Miss!
Holy shit, Kellen.
Snuck out of that! Woo!
Damn,
yeah.
that is...
That's how quick I was!
Woo, that is unlikely.
Wait,
Here's
did
the
you move?
attack.
Likely.
Here's the attack on CohhCarnage. 1d20 plus 6.
Gorilla.
Double whip!
Will
Double
be
whip
with us.
time!
So
a hit.
CohhCarnage takes the hit, branch to the chest. Oh, damn! For 11 damage.
Yeah, he knocks me down to 0.
Yeah, look at that.
Fuck no! No!
he's back up
Do you
to
have
one.
like anything?
Yeah, I get back up to 1. I get knocked down and kind of
Oh,
just
yeah.
Stay
'cause you're a
there.
half-orc.
But he gets up again.
And then there's maybe like a twitch,
Never
and then
gonna
I
keep...
just stand back up.
Yeah, that's what it's like when when a half-orc gets knocked down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Go ahead and adjust your HP there, JP. Kellen, it's your turn.
All right. Just saw that monster whiff on me, and I saw like CohhCarnage. Now CohhCarnage is down to 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just tell you what's going through my head right now.
Oh God.
What's going through my... I know, it's going to sound...
This is the preface to why he's gonna get us all killed. Let's
No,
just
yeah,
say that straight up.
No, but listen,
So, Zeke, why are you gonna kill us all?
It's going to sound cruel, but this is what went through my head. Like, if CohhCarnage's down to 1, and I offer him up as a sacrifice, I possibly could down both of these trees with that Spirit Guardian spell.
Ooh.
If I like swack him for 1 with my offhand and then do my full action for the Spirit Guardian swirly like area of effect thing.
Fuck, that's evil.
No, I won't do that though. That's just fucking. That's mean. That's just mean. So I won't do that. Obviously, I'm going to keep attacking the tree that's in front of me. Both swords out. Blood, thirsty thoughts screaming in my head. Now, I'm not making any intelligible words. I'm just Arnolding it. Just.
Nice, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so here comes. So it's still Hunter's Mark. Okay, here we go. Here comes my first sword. First sword attack. 16.
Okay, do you have anything special? No, you don't.
No, 5 plus 2 plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Fortunately,
Yep.
you hit.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
So that's 5, 7, 11 damage.
11. And then my offhand sword is coming at him.
Okay.
Big money!
19
Nice.
for 8. Or is Colossus Slayer only once per
Yeah.
turn?
So 4 damage plus the d6.
But you still get the 1d6.
So 6
Yeah, so 6 damage. Okay. Yeah, man, you're like still chipping away at the base of this tree with your short swords, but like you started to break deep into the heartwood of the tree with this. Like it's probably like 2 feet in diameter or something like that. You're starting to really make a mess of splinters of the base of this tree, right? So, yeah, it's looking pretty strong. Good. Bardrick, your turn.
Okay, so I guess seeing this, this is where I'm starting to feel like I don't have any gust left in me. There's like I can't cast any
You
level
have your
1s.
cantrip still.
Yeah.
You have a bow or something?
No, I have a rapier and actually, how damaged is that big tree?
You can tell that it is damaged, but you can't tell how much health it has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have enough hit points to survive 1 round next to it, so I have
Is
to.
your heal a cantrip?
No.
Heal is cure
That's-
wounds is a level 1 spell.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, shit. Okay, it's basically the same thing. I either give disadvantage to the enemy or I give advantage to the ally.
Mm.
Oh fuck.
Disadvantage to the enemy.
Yeah, I would think so. 'Cause I'm rereading True Strike, and no wonder I never use it. It's just not as good. All right. I'll Vicious Mockery the tree with the crystal.
Okay.
And God, I don't have any bardic inspiration left. I've used all 4.
It's been put to good use this fight.
Yeah, I just wish I could do more. I'm gonna need a ranged like regular weapon eventually because I think I basically can't do anything with my full turn. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna have to do. Is just.
What's your AC? Your AC is 15, which is pretty decent.
Are you goading me, Steven?
I would never.
You're goading me. Oh God, I'm actually fucking tempted now. Cheeky fuck. 2, 3. Fuck it. Standing next to Helen for this. Why not?
Nice.
Let's do
Atta
it.
girl.
We're gonna rapier
join
it
the
in
fight.
the. Now the problem is it's got that crystal really high up, right? So do we have
Yes.
to like RP that this is a fucking problem? I guess I'm just gonna
Well, You're not going to be hitting the crystal if you attack it.
No, there's no way. So
No.
I'm just gonna have to rapier this fucking thing.
Do you have a dagger in your offhand?
No, I just have my rapier. And well, my dagger. Yeah, I have a dagger and a rapier, and they're both equipped, I guess. But I don't know if I can do a 2-weapon attack.
Yep, you can.
I can.
Anybody can.
Ooh, okay. Well, all right. Let's fucking do it then.
This is the first
Okay, cool. So let's see. The first one was a 14. You don't have anything special. 14 is a hit. You deal 12 piercing damage,
Nice.
which, of course, is negated to a certain extent by the fact that it's piercing damage. But nevertheless, you thrust your rapier into the heart of this tree, and a gout of red blood sprays out, coating you. And the tree just like shivers, and you hear this cracking and creaking sound as the entire mast of this tree just splits down the middle from bottom to top, and it just explodes and falls to the ground.
My fucking blade.
Split
bitch.
in 2. And the crystal also falls, and it shatters as it hits the earth. It explodes, and all of the sort of black, sort of crusty, deep red splits off of it. And lying there in the earth is a small shard about the length of your forearm when you hold it up in front of you, and it's glowing this deep, bright red.
Can I make a move to pick it up?
You can move there and just grab it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, so I'll just put you there. Yep.
I guess I better go put it in my inventory. Weird red black shard thing. Good.
Yeah. All right, Shaldrick, it's your turn. You're hidden over behind that tree. You've got Bardric inspiration. What are you going to do?
Okay.
I
So
fucking killed everything this time. Yes.
wow.
Don't
So
get
Kurtzak
penisy.
goes before the trees, right? So he'll have a chance.
Yeah.
to
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So when I did I see Shannon pick up the red thing?
If you say that you were looking, then yes.
I'm looking towards the enemies, so she would be right in my
Yeah, she
way.
was right
So
there, yep.
I didn't notice anything crazy happen when she picked it up, right? No, she's kind of holding it.
Yep, Shannon, when you pick it up, Bardric, you feel the tingling hum of magic in your fingers.
Ooh. Am I able to tell
Okay.
what? I guess I would have to cast.
Not right now.
Detect magic for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Also,
wait,
real quick,
do
as
I
a
get-
level 3 rogue, do I have 2 spells, or how many spells do I get a day? Level
You
1.
get 2 spells per day, but that's also on your character sheet, actually. So let me find it for you so you can familiarize yourself with your character sheet. So
Yeah, thank you.
on the front page of your character sheet, oh weird, it was spells points. Yeah, you've got spell slots there. So you see the heart shape in the middle. Immediately to the right and a little bit down, you see first 0 out of 2.
Okay, perfect. Thank
So
you.
that's showing you how many spell slots you have per day. So you've used 2 first level spells. They're both gone, but you have 2 every day.
So since I'm in hiding right now, if I do a move action to get close to A, would that count as a sneak attack?
Yeah.
I can move 25 feet, right?
Yep.
Is that close enough?
I mean, you don't have reach, do you?
No.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get close enough to do a melee attack on it.
So if I use my bonus dash action
Yes.
to get a little bit closer behind it, I
Yes.
could do an attack with it?
Yes.
So killing the tree with the red crystal in it has done nothing to the other tree ant or awakened tree or whatever.
Like you see it shivering, but other than that, no.
Okay.
Okay, so I am behind it, and I'm going to attack with my main weapon.
Awesome. Okay, 11. Do you want to use your Bardric Inspiration? Cool. Roll a d6. Ooh, 12. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Okay, now, do I get a chance to do an offhand?
Yes. And you still get sneak attack on your offhand, even though you're no longer hidden. Actually, wait, no. You were attacking from hiding because you were stealthing around. You had advantage on that attack, so you get a 24, not an 11.
Yay!
Nice.
Can I take back my bardic inspiration
Yes.
then? Okay, great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was 4 piercing damage plus 9 piercing damage if it was a sneak attack. So that is 15, so yeah. Okay, yeah, you deal some damage with your short sword there, and you get your offhand, which is still a sneak attack. Okay, so this one was an 11. Do you want to use your Bardric Inspiration now? All right, roll it up again. Oh no, are you joking?
Literally the same exact thing just occurred.
Damn, and there was such good damage there too. Cause just gone.
Okay, well, and I use my bonus action to dash, so I
Yep.
think that's it.
Yep, that's all you got in you. Kurthak, your turn. Do you have a healing potion or anything?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna chug this healing potion. It's
All right.
It's 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Oops, that's caps. 2d4 plus 2.
Wait, my offhand didn't get advantage too, right?
7 HP.
No. Because you were attacking from hiding, and then as soon as you made your attack, you became unhidden. Yeah, so Kurthak, you gain 6 HP, and that's your action.
I can't
You
attack as a bonus action with my unarmed strike, can I?
You technically, when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, then you can use a bonus
that's the
action to
prompt?
attack.
Okay.
Yeah. So since you did not fill the condition, you can't, unless there's something specific about a monk. Let me flip back to that real quick.
I don't think there is.
Monk, martial arts. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. So nope.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I do this round.
Cool. All right, Kurthak, the awakened tree swoops down, striking at Kellen. And Kellen, you hear creaking and groaning, but you don't hear any voice coming from this tree. 14 is a miss, I believe, right?
Nice.
Yep, it misses. Kellen, your turn.
Oh my God, yes. So before I just as a role playing thing, I saw Bardric just come in out of nowhere. I've heard her doing her chants or raps from the back, and then I see her sneak up the fuck, and I see her just stab the tree and it goes down. I grab her little head and I kiss the top of it, and then I jump at the next tree. Actually, hold on. That tree is far enough away.
You could use your bow, right?
Would I use my bow without a disadvantage?
Correct.
Cool. So I will whip the hunter's mark over to that tree.
Cool.
Since that other one died. And fire. Oh, Arinadia the bow. All right. Let's do this.
Nice.
Oh, 12.
26.
Not even a crit.
Damn.
I get +7 now.
10 piercing damage, and it takes an extra 8 damage. So that's 18.
Yep.
Pretty fantastic. So, again, it's just arrows, right, against a tree, so it doesn't do as much as you expected, but it's still, your arrow, are you firing one of those stone arrows, or are you saving those?
No, they're in my saddlebags at my horse.
Right.
I'm saying,
Yeah, okay.
Because they weren't magical or whatever. But That's my question. Since it's magical, does it do anything like as far as like negating the
let's see.
resistance?
Yeah, actually it should because it's magical.
Okay.
So let's see. Yeah, absolutely.
And,
So because the weapon counts as magical, you see your arrow sink in and just like splinter off a large chunk of bark from this tree. It reels back from the force of the strike.
Nice. And this is for Hunter's Mark. Another one.
Nice.
Another one. Okay. So
Every little bit counts. It's clearly severely wounded now.
okay, and then I will take my movement, which I get 15, or what do I get? I forget.
You get 30.
30. Okay. So whoop,
You're not in difficult terrain.
I'm just gonna go like step right in front of it.
Okay, but you're not leaving its threat range.
Let's see here. That. Okay, that's only 15.
Yeah, okay.
Now leaving its threat range.
Right, you're not moving away from it. You're staying within that.
Yes,
10
I'm circling it. Yes.
All
Absolutely.
right, you're all good.
Okay. Cool.
Bardrick, your turn.
So I'm going to take. Wait, does taking a 5-foot step back count as like disengaging?
There's no such thing as a 5-foot step in 5th
so
edition.
everything's just gonna cause the threat to be
Right,
aggro.
unless you take the
Right.
disengage action.
Is that like a full action or is that
It's a full action.
God, that's balls. All right, well then I'm just gonna vicious mockery it.
Okay. Look at that, 14 wisdom.
Really, oh my, come on.
Oh, it's saved.
Oh,
Brutal.
twat. All right. And then with this like weird crystal thing that's in my hand, can I like sense whether or not like this tree that's attacking us is tied to this crystal at all, or would I have to like roll something for that?
Do you have any, like, you'd either have to roll something or cast a spell or something in order to figure something like that out. There's nothing visible that's tying this tree to this crystal or anything like that. You
Right.
know, no particle effects going from one to the other.
So, and I don't. Okay, it's probably going to be a detect magic, which means it's a spell, which means I can't cast it right now. Okay,
Right.
that's cool.
Okay, Sheldrake, your turn.
Revenge time, buddy.
Okay. Now, does the side of the tree that I'm on affect anything?
No,
Okay, there's no like flanking or anything.
correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna go right into it.
Double strike.
Rogue though for sneak attack.
Yeah, he gets sneak attack because there's an ally within 5 feet. So 18 is a hit.
It's a hit.
You deal 15 piercing damage. Nice. So that's cool. Yep, that's one solid hit. It's still alive.
Now do my offhand.
Yes. Okay, that's unfortunately a miss. So, yeah, Kurthak, your turn. The two of you just hammering away on either side of this massive tree.
Ganking the tree.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna join in on it. Just hand axe and unarmed.
Oh, nice. 9 slashing damage. Absolutely.
Got his
Nice.
top back.
16 damage.
Yeah, like tell us what it looks like when you kill this tree, Kurthak.
I guess if anyone sees my face, it's just like that of delight, where I just have like a big, dirty grin on my face as I'm just like hacking and punching the fuck out of this thing. Like, almost in complete rage, as if I don't have control over what I'm doing. It's just like complete bloodlust.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, you just like slam yourself into the base of this tree, hacking deep into it. Once again, same sort of thing, like you break deep enough into the heart of this tree that eventually the whole thing starts creaking and leaning. It just topples over, crashing to the ground. It crashes off to your right, so nobody's in the threat range of this tree. So
I think like the three of us are just sitting there like deep breaths with our weapons at our side. We just got like blood and sap all over us.
yeah. Yeah, very nice. So, yeah, you've finally put to rest these 4 awakened plants you encountered along the stream here.
So Shaldrick just kind of has sap coming off him, and he's got pieces of tree, and he kind of walks up to Baldric and just kind of looks at him and, what's that? As he's looking at the red thing.
I don't know. Kellen, can you tell what this is? And Bardric's just basically going to hand it over to Kellen.
All right, I'll grab it, and I won't look at it right away because of this. My friends, I need to tell you that this was all my doing. There was a deal struck with the witch that we're all familiar with. And by giving my blood to these trees, they gained power and came alive. And that was the red crystal that I hold in my hands is the remnants of the blood that I offered to them.
Oh, you think it's tied to that? You think that was the tree? That all of that was?
I'm sure.
Out of
he
character,
spoke to me.
we were there. The only person who wasn't there was Shaldrick.
He spoke to me, and he told me that exact thing. So, for any wounds that you may have suffered, for any harm this may have caused you, I take full responsibility, and I'm sorry.
So
That is why I attacked the tree immediately, because I made a mistake and I wanted to correct what I had done. Now I'm
So
going.
I kind of
Comes back to that witch again, yo.
So I kind of walk up and I kind of look at Kellen and I said, so wait a second. That was a normal tree before that was put in it and brought it to life and made it talk to you?
No, it was a normal living tree, but my blood made it a powerful, evil thing that you saw before you.
So Shaldrick takes a step back. He goes, so what exactly is in your blood?
I don't believe it's my blood. I believe it's anyone's blood freely given will empower tree creatures like this and make them bloodthirsty, as you saw with the camp. And that is something I have to carry with me as well. That the camp was... Everyone in the camp was... And this just hits him just like a ton of bricks. It's the first time he thought, like, he is responsible for the death of everyone in the camp. And... kind of just goes silent.
Shaldrick kind of walks up to him and kind of looks under because he's looking down. He kind of snaps a little bit and he said, who gave you that crystal?
The crystal...
Or who made the crystal? Where did this happen?
The crystal, I believe, are remnants of my blood infused with the tree's essence, sap, something like that. Let me see if I can get an idea as to what this is. Now, Stephen, like a nature, religion, or what do you think would be the best role for this? The crystal is.
You can pursue whatever knowledge you desire.
Okay.
You can pursue whatever knowledge
Well,
you
that
desire.
was, I tried to goad him into telling me which one was right, and he gave me the right answer. So, I'm going to do
Too crafty.
I know. Let's see. I'm wondering if it's actually would be better if it was fuck it. I'm just gonna do nature. See if that comes up with anything. Correct.
Oh shit!
Check.
So what are you trying to find out about this crystal?
Its properties, like how it came about, what it's used for, like.
So like your study of the natural world doesn't tell you anything about this crystal, but while you're thinking it over, you remember hearing a rumor about shards of power that sometimes grow in the hearts of incredibly strong creatures. And that's kind of all you heard. Like you don't know any more than that, even though you crit your nature check because it's not associated with nature. But
Gotcha.
Because you crit, you got a little bit something extra.
Okay. This is basically the blood that I gave the tree created this crystal in the heart of the tree, and it gave it powers. I don't know much about it. Maybe someone who uses magic will have a better guess than I do. But my suggestion from here on out, from this moment forward, is to find the scions and see if they know anything about it, and then we revisit Hextia and get knowledge
that
out of
bitch
her
up.
any way possible.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know some magic. I could probably look at it, but I'm just so tired right now. I feel like if we just give it, just a breather, I could probably make something better out of it.
That sounds fine by me. Once again, I'm sorry, and I hand the crystal to Bardrick, and I walk away towards the river. And if I get there, I'm just gonna sit on the bank.
I'm gonna
And
I'm gonna take out I don't know, some spare cloth or something from my backpack and just wrap it around the crystal because I don't really want to touch it too much. It's kind of weird. But before I do that, I'm just gonna try to use my arcane knowledge to try to see if I can figure anything out that way, or if I really am gonna need my detect magic spell to discern more. I'm not sure. Then I'll have to wait.
So if you want to identify a magic item, generally, you can do that with an hour's short rest.
Okay.
Just as long as you spend an hour examining the item, experimenting with it, staying in contact with it, you identify all of the attributes of the magic item. That's definitely true of normal magical items, so I don't see why it wouldn't be true for this. Detect magic is a quick, instant way of getting that information.
Oh, I see. Okay,
and then Arcana is kind of if you don't have detect magic and you don't want to take a rest, then you can use Arcana to see if you know anything about it.
Okay, well, are we gonna just chill here for a bit, guys, or are we gonna move on right away?
I think it's fair to say we'll rest after a battle like that.
Okay.
Maybe we have a short rest.
Before we rest, I definitely look around and just make sure there's nothing in the remains of the trees.
Okay. You go searching through the destruction of the trunks and branches and stuff that are all scattered around. Give me a perception test.
Oh God.
Okay. It takes you quite some time before you finally find this, but down amongst all of the leaves and branches, just as you're about to give up, you find you see a small chain, as of a necklace or something like that, wrapped around one of the branches. And it's sort of there's maybe a pendant or something on this chain that's under the branch.
So I am going to pick that up and examine it.
Okay, yeah, you spend a little time digging it out from under the branch. You pull it out. It's a silver pendant in the shape of a leaf.
Is it the same leaf that was on the bars?
It is exactly the same leaf as what was on the ironwood bars.
Ooh.
Was it in the tree or wrapped around the exterior of a tree?
It was wrapped around one of the branches in the tree. So it wasn't embedded inside of the wood, but it was intentionally wrapped around one of the branches. It was looped.
So I'm going to walk back towards the group, and I'm going to kind of hold it up so it's pretty clear that they see it. And I'm just going to go, I don't think we're done here.
Oh. Damn it. More trees.
Just that we needed to show this to Kellen.
Yeah, and at this, Kellen has walked off, so at this point, I'm going to kind of walk towards him and kind of whistle to get his attention. And at that point, Kellen, are you too much in grief? What are you doing?
No, I hear you. I'm just contemplating all the people I murdered.
So I'm going to kind of walk up and say, and I'm going to kind of hold up and say, Kellen, have you heard anything about some kind of enchantment involving something that you could cast? And does this look anything related to what you did or what that crystal at all? And I'm going to kind of toss the silver chain to him.
I'm sorry. Describe it one more time, Steven, so I know.
It's a silver chain with a silver pendant in the shape of a leaf, and it's exactly the same leaf as what was stamped on the ironwood bars that y'all found at the camp.
Gotcha. Okay. Does it resemble anything like the silver pendant or the silver item that we found when we were fighting the thing that we're trying to like he clasped the bag of bones with?
You mean the twig that you found in the forest when you fought the other tree?
Or the bird was carrying or whatever.
That was that just looked like a twig made out of silver.
Okay.
So this is like a piece of jewelry.
The only thing to us that is similar is the fact that they're both made out of silver, right? Essentially.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you exactly what I told you, or what we all know about that bar of ironwood. I suggest we take it to someone who knows more. The Scions would probably have a better idea. I suggest we head there as soon as we can, as soon as we're all rested and ready to go.
So at this point,
I toss it back.
Shaldrick kind of catches it and looks at it for a second. And then he thinks back to the bar and he goes, if that bar was pressed with that, that would mean that whoever put that on the bar also made this. And if this was wrapped around the tree, and Shaldrick kind of looks back at the trees and he goes, where were the bodies? Did we ever find any bodies?
You found the bodies at the camp. There were a couple
We
bodies.
did find all the bodies of those?
I mean, you didn't know how many people were at the camp, but there were like 4 or 5.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to go head back to the fire, sit down, and just kind of keep staring at the necklace.
Okay, so you're taking a short rest all together, you guys.
Yeah. And how long is a short rest again? It's an hour, right?
It's 1 hour, yes.
So in that time, I want to use that hour to look over the shard.
Yeah. So are you using your Song of Rest during this time, Bardrick?
Oh, yes, definitely, because I'm the only one who's got hit points. Everybody else is looking a little
during a short rest. Okay, so if any of you use if you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. Oh. So, if any of you would like to spend hit dice, then you may spend hit dice, and also you will gain 1d6 hit points additionally.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. I'll use one and see how it goes, and then we'll go from there.
How do you I'm not sure how to do
it's
this.
really awkward too, because Bardrick kind of like, before she pulls out the shard to look at it, she realizes everybody's sitting down, gonna like chill and rest. Everybody's looking a little beat up except for her, so she just kind of starts like a little crumping, a little dancing, doing the Dougie, and she's like, my party's on the tilt, so put your HP up, put your HP up, and she just does this little thing for herself, and then she kind of like looks up awkwardly at everybody. And, yeah.
Awesome.
Feel better, yo.
Now, I don't know. I'm not sure how to use, like what you're saying, use hit dice. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, go to your character sheet, and below the heart, you'll see that D6, D8, D10, D12, and you should have 3 D10 there.
Yep.
So you can tick one down and then click the D10 button, and that will consume one of your hit dice and heal you for that amount plus your constitution. That's already all calculated in when you press that button.
When do you get those back?
You get them back. You get back half of your maximum hit dice when you take a long rest.
Oh, okay. So if I take a long rest, I'll get 1.5 hit dice back.
Well, you'll get
do
one.
I roll the extra
I have
1d6?
4 though now, right?
Yeah, you have 4, so you'll get 2 back for a long rest.
How do it has a big cross through it. I can't like up it to 4.
Oh, so you got to go to your class thing and then tick your ranger level up to 4.
And do I roll the 1d6 extra hit
Yeah, Shannon,
points?
go ahead and roll 1d6.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Boop.
Yeah. So, JP, do you want to spend hit dice?
Yes. I'll use 1. So wow, that's really good. Wait.
I give you a total of 9 plus 4.
So 13, and I'm at 7. I'll stay at that. I've got 20. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So, Kellen, you spent You spent 1 hit dice and you rolled a 1, so you gained 2, but you also gained 4, so you gained a total of 6 from that.
6. Can I do it again then?
Yeah, you're not going to gain the 4 because you only gain that once, so you gain another 11. So all told, you gained 17 hit points.
So, and you get half of them back after a long rest.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get 2 back after a long rest. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So I gain 13 plus how much?
Plus 4 for Bardrick's Song of Rest.
17 total.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm all the way.
Shaldrick, do you want to do this also?
Yep, I'll just do 1 to start with.
Cool. There you go. So that gives you a total of 7 right now.
Yeah, I'll do 1 more. We'll
Okay.
top it off.
Plus 9. There you go. So 21. Or no, 16. Oh, math. Cool.
And 1 die left.
So, Bardrick, as you're sitting there, like holding and caressing this shard and sort of like attuning your mind with it, it's strange, right? It doesn't have any inherent obvious magical use. Like there's no command word that you can speak in order to activate it. It's not a weapon. You can't deal extra damage with it or anything like that. But it's obviously a very powerful object of magical power. Did you roll an Arcana check earlier?
No, I'm going to right now.
Yeah, do that. See how much you know about these things. 12. Yeah, like, I think maybe in some distant story you've heard of, I think maybe there's like some sort of legend of a man who went to the realm of the giants, and they gave him a shard like this, and they told him that if he could forge it into a weapon, then it would be the most powerful weapon the world had ever seen. And he worked for like 30 days and 30 nights, and at the end of it, his hands were so cracked and burned from the work that he had done that when he went to wield the weapon against the great dragon that he was trying to slay, the weapon slipped out from his grasp and he was killed. Something like that.
Wow. Okay, so I relay that story, totally like in Ebonics street style to my friends. And then I'm going to kind of, like, how big is it? In a little hobbit's hands, like, are we talking... That's
it's probably the shard is probably the length of one of your arms.
Oh, okay, that's big. Okay. Wow. It's like a dagger size. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap it up, put it back in my backpack.
By the way, just out of curiosity, these tree things weren't monstrosities, were they?
No, they were plants.
I totally missed out if they were.
Yes.
Okay, so is everyone okay with the idea of traveling onward and finding the scions?
I don't think we have any other leads right now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they should be close-ish to here, right? Like these things were outside of where we thought they would be at all, so we should just go back to where we were and perhaps figure out why we got so lost the first time. That's where we were going anyways, is trying to figure out why we were getting so lost. So maybe just keep going.
Y'all identified that the only reason you were quote-unquote getting lost is because the path looped back on itself, and that's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the only other lead that you guys had that you followed was the path of the plants that led off into the woods, which you followed, which led you to the stream. You followed the stream to the northwest towards its source, and that led you to your current location.
Okay. Kellen, wherever you wish to go, we shall go. This is your wrong that we have to right, so you figure it out.
If I know anything, civilizations cultivate or gather around sources of water. So I suggest we follow this water to its source, and then I'm sure that even if there are no people around there, that there will be trails to and from the source, whether it be a lake or a pond, or whatever. So I suggest we just keep following this to its source, staying within the wooded area, so if we need to hide, we can. So basically, like, instead of following directly, like, along the bank, hold on. Nope. We like go in here and we keep going towards the source up north.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, you march for about another hour. And let me see if I can describe what you come to when you find the end of this path here. Yes. Yeah, great. Okay. What am I looking at? Yep, there we go.
Oh, did we get any spells back from that?
From a short rest? I don't believe any of you gain spells back from a short rest.
I didn't know if that was a part of the Bardric thing.
You'll have to look at like your class stuff, but I think only wizards and warlocks regain some portion or all of their spells on short rests. Warlocks get all of them back. Wizards get like a couple of their spell slots back.
Random question: since Arcane Trickster is based in Wizard, does that do anything?
I doubt it. Like all of the classes that aren't full spellcasters generally don't get spells back on short rests, and even some of the full caster classes don't get spells back on short rests. EQR, I'll check real quick.
That cat.
Yep. Oh, I totally agree, Kiska. Here, look at this. Yeah.
Just since you're flipping through shit, it says in my ranger class thing that's completely off topic, says when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the ranger spells you know and replace it with another spell from the ranger spell list, which also must be the same level.
Yeah.
Does that mean like I learn a new spell, or it completely replaces it and I can't change it after that until I gain another level?
Yeah, it means that you're it's basically a way for you to swap out spells in your spell list. If you decide you don't like one, you can change it out for another one.
Okay, but I can't change.
You can do that once per level.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, y'all walk up along this stream for a ways, maybe like another hour or so into the afternoon. Starting to get pretty warm here in this July evening. Yeah, exactly. You end up approaching a clearing in the forest to a certain extent. There's a couple of small scattered pools around the base of a ruined stone tower. Looks like it's about 5 stories high. Each story is about 15 feet. There are windows on the first, third, and fifth floor. You're approaching from the sort of southeast of this. So on the south side of this tower, you see a metal door at the ground floor. The third floor windows are bricked up unevenly, and at the base of the tower, there is a large bestial skeleton here with a marble statue driven through its head.
Okay.
Wait.
Do me and Sheldrick recognize this place right away?
Probably.
Okay. I guess we speak up, and I'm just like, Sheldrick, this is where your brother died. Is it not? The one that you tried to tell me died? Yes?
It's kind of.
Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, I guess this is where he
Hey!
yeah, where he defended us.
Hey!
Shut
What the
up.
hell are we doing back here?
Shut up.
What are we doing back here? You know,
Shut up. We'll talk later.
I don't want to be here.
At this point, Sheldrick takes the bag
I
with the
didn't
skull
say
and kind
anything?
of tosses it behind him.
Yeah, do you just say like,
I didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Don't. Nothing.
Not me. Not me.
Nothing. Not a thing.
You were
Not
looking
a thing.
down, so I
Yes.
figured it was me.
For the record, this is where my brother made his heroic last stand, saving the group from a terror that would have ended us all. Can we move on?
Yep.
No, keep talking.
That
keep
terror isn't around anymore, right? It's gone, right?
Oh.
Like he wrecked it. right?
He made very sure he wrecked it. Indeed, he did. He
Sweet.
wrecked it hard. Yes,
Your brother's a bro, like for real.
he is a bro.
It was a one-on-one combat. That skeleton right there was the creature he bested. I remember it.
It just looks like a bear skeleton to you, Bardrick.
Cool.
At this point, I kind
Fair.
of walk up to the skeleton and just kind of total normal look on my face, just unzip my pants and start peeing on it.
Fantastic. Give me a perception test.
Oh
Sheldrick.
shit! Now you fucking done it.
Yeah. Okay.
9.
Yeah. Like I think
John
you're.
looks down and notices bumps. Oh God.
Yeah. I think you probably like you finish up your business, you know, tie yourself back up, and turn back to face the group again when like a glinting jewel tone catches your eye from high above you.
A glinting jewel tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Some
gonna look
bright,
up and kind
bright
of
flash of color.
at the top of the tower or in the trees.
Tower.
So I'm going to kind of focus my eyes as much as I can and kind of try to discern what it is while kind of reaching out. I'm not looking next to me, but I'm kind of reaching out, trying to look for someone to hit. And then I feel someone. I don't even know who it is. And I just kind of point up, and everyone sees me pointing.
Nice. Yeah, all of you like turn your eyes to the top of the tower. Those of you who wish to look do. And you see small, tiny creatures flitting around the top of the tower. Bright, red, blue, yellow, violet creatures flying back and forth. A couple of them sort of land on the edge of the tower and look down at you. There's like a trio of them looking down. And they sort of like open their tiny little maws and hiss at you. And you hear this sort of high fluting warbling sound coming from them.
I'm going to try a nature check to see what they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. What the hell?
Yeah, they are fairy dragons.
So I'm going to kind of look around everyone and say, those weren't there last time.
Very.
Uh,
I hate
what-
these things.
Can a magic check figure out whether or not they're inherently bad or not?
That
They
might
represent?
be
My nature check.
more like a nature check, yeah.
What do
Okay,
I know
what-
about these guys?
Would I do another one, or yeah, just based off of what he rolled?
Yeah, totally. Kellen, you know that they are, they're small dragons. They speak Draconic and Sylvan. They are generally mischievous, but not hostile, generally speaking.
Okay.
They have a limited amount of telepathy to communicate amongst themselves. They innately are able to cast a number of spells that seem to be based on the color of the dragon itself.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's rare to see this many fairy dragons in a single place. Like it's hard to get a count, right? But like looking at the number of them, the colors of them, looks like there's at least 8 flying around the top of this tower.
If I like use my outside voice, do I think they could hear me?
Oh yeah, totally. You could shout up to them.
All right. I'm going to. If it's all right with you, I'm going to try and talk to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean if it's all right with my crew, my partner.
Ah,
If it's all right with you, I'm going to try and speak with them.
As long as you don't die.
If you speak fairy, yo, just do it.
No.
Real quick, before he yells, I kind of put a hand up and then I look at Kurthak, and I say, Kurthak, do you remember any reason why they would be up there from when we were here last time?
I just like
Did we leave something up there? Weren't we up there?
I bring my hand to my chin and just start like looking at the ground, thinking I believe there was a wizard of some sort that had a portal or something. It was so long ago, but there was a wizard that resided there, and he had some sort of magic at the top of the tower, but we did not do anything with it, if I recall correctly.
So I kind of nod and then look at Kellen and gesture, whatever you want.
All right. I take a couple of steps forward so they know who's talking. And then I'm going to try and speak Elvish to them.
Okay.
So I understand it. Up there! Hello, do you see us down here?
Yeah, they just keep flitting around. Give me a perception test.
Okay. That's my favorite test. With advantage, since I'm in my terrain?
Yeah, do you get that?
I think I might actually. I was blowing smoke, but I think I might actually get it.
I think it's that. I think it's that you get
my
bonus to your
doubled. Yeah, so
yeah, you get double proficiency, so you get 11 instead. Yeah, let me just give you a roll to see about this.
Okay.
No, you don't. You don't see it.
So they don't. Okay.
Yeah, like they don't seem to respond. Like some of them sort of like flit in your direction and then like do like a flip over back into the tower. They're like diving in and out of the windows and stuff. A couple of them sort of like launch at each other, collide in midair, fall almost until they hit the ground, and then split off and fly away. It looks like they're just sort of having fun and playing.
I want one.
Do I know if these were like minions of some larger thing, or are they just by themselves like a colony, or?
I don't think your knowledge of nature is enough to tell you whether that's common or not.
Okay.
So you don't really know if they're minions of something larger or not.
Cool.
Like a dragon.
I will relay to these guys. These are fairy dragons. Now, don't let the name dragon scare you too much. They're mostly just mischievous creatures. They're creatures of whim, as you can see them flying and colliding into each other. They are not inherently evil, but they can definitely play pranks and tricks on you. So I suggest we leave them and continue on on our path to the Scions.
Bardrick, give me a perception test.
All right. This is gonna be a good idea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay.
Shaldrick Kurthan, I'm looking. Can you look? Do you see?
I can't see anything, guys. There's like sand in my eyes or some shit. Can everybody else look for me?
So, like Bardrick, you don't feel anything, but
Oh no.
Kurthak and Shaldrick, the two of you see Bardrick's coin pouch floating up out of her sack, borne aloft by a scintillating magical hand that's shaped like a dragon's paw. It's sort of clasping at this coin pouch, and it's just floating up, and it's probably about 8 feet away from Bardrick by now.
Can I just run and grab it?
Sure, go ahead. Give me a melee attack roll for that.
Good thing I
Melee
spent all my
attack.
money in town before we started this.
While he's charged,
Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, while you're charging at him, can I mage hand next to that hand and just smack it?
Tug of war.
Yeah, totally.
Bitch!
Like,
Give him my
that's
money.
smack.
Stripping
Yeah.
with that, or strip.
my
Why the fuck
money.
did I call you stripping? Steven, would that be an unarmed strike?
Yes.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you leap, you grab the coin purse, and as you do, another mage hand, human in form this time, appears and slaps the hand, and the dragon hand sort of goes like that.
So then mine goes like this,
Yeah.
and they start
I
fighting.
mean, at this
No.
point, I probably notice what's going on, right?
Yeah, totally. You guys
Yeah,
like
like-
all
This is-
attention is
okay.
there.
Question: how high up off the ground is this going on?
Like 4 feet.
Okay, so Bart's just gonna run over and just like try like clawing at the bag
the
that's
two
like floating
hands?
in there, like jumping up, trying to grab it. Probably can't. I don't know.
Well, Kurthak grabbed the bag, so your bag is
Yeah.
safe now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's just these two hands that are like, what? Are they like thumb wrestling now? Have you engaged in a thumb war with this hand?
I'm trying now. A mage hand,
Yes.
would it need to return for any reason to its owner, or would it just dissipate if the owner wanted it to disappear?
It could dissipate if the owner wanted it to disappear.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of, after struggling with it, I'm gonna pull back a little bit
Yeah.
and just kind of watch it. I don't want to agitate it. I want to see what it does.
Yeah, okay. You feel a weight settle onto your shoulder.
I look at the weight.
There's nothing there.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of look at everyone. Guys,
I'm just
I
imagining
think
like
there's something on my shoulder. And
like
while
Ray-
that's happening, what was that, Zeke?
I just imagine like Ray in Ghostbusters, like when he's having that dream, and it's like pants, like
Yeah.
So while looking ahead, I want to, maybe this is a stealth check or something. I want to very slowly raise my hand up and try to grab whatever is on my shoulder.
Ooh, okay, let's take a break. And then let's find out what happens with your attempt to grab whatever is on your shoulder.
Sounds good. All right.
All of a sudden, I'm regretting this.
We'll be right back after this, guys. Going into the final hour here of the West Marches. We'll be right back. I already said that. Bye.